33 crazy things you should just try, according to Reddit. Number 33, peanut butter and bacon hamburger. Ordered one from a restaurant once because it was weird and immediately craved them for weeks after, to the point I was making them at home. It's not a healthy addiction, but that shit's delicious. For clarification, guys, I am not suggesting you try this shit. It's just another list, and I'm just reading it. Yeah, no, I'm not condoning any of the shit that's it. It's not even about just this one. Okay. I'm certain that there are things that are going to follow that are going to be fucking ridiculous. Number 32, cream cheese along with normal cheese in your grilled cheese. That's right, motherfuckers. This guy is suggesting you put cheese in your cheese for some cheese-ception. Why? Because diabetes ain't close enough to you yet, you know? Sometimes you just want to cut out the middleman. And in this case, the middleman is the time between you not having and having diabetes, baby. Is your foot getting on your nerves and you think you ought to just lose it? Well, put some cheese in cheese. You want some cheese in that cheese? Number 31, man.
You know, some people actually have an addiction to wanting to lose their limbs.
What you're saying people have an addiction to wanting to lose their limbs?
Like, they become obsessed with wanting to lose their limbs. They feel like it's not theirs.
They feel like their limbs are not theirs. I'd like to welcome our celebrity guest once again on this Christmas Eve special list stripes here. So let's continue. 31. Using Tang in mixed drinks. My favorite is the astronaut screwdriver. 1 part vodka, 1 part Sprite. Add Tang to personal taste. You know, we were gonna buy screwdrivers at I mentioned this in the stream we were doing last night. I almost bought screwdrivers at Publix because they were buy one get one free. And to be honest, it was like, why? This shit ain't gonna get you drunk, and that's the point of all of this crap. So why even?
What does screwdriver entail, though? I don't know what that means.
I don't fucking know, man. It's just like another one of your genuine, you know, mojito, mimosa type frilly girl bullshit, delicious tasting, almost get you drunk type drinks, but you can't taste it so much. You know, it's more like a fruity little slice of heaven. So you just keep drinking it, and before you know, oh my gosh, you're drunk as well. Whereas you could just drink something that's not going to taste that great, but it'll get the job done very quickly. Why are we talking about alcohol? Number 30 here. Go to the doctor and get your earwax flushed out. It feels orgasmic. And then you hear in high definition for like a week. Look, I'll go ahead and stand by this one. I don't care how, you know, weird or crazy it seems or sounds. Go to the doctor and get your fucking ears cleaned out, homie. Like, Kyle can stand by this one. Stamp of Kyle.
You mean you do it just for the satisfaction? Or
no, I mean like it's healthy. You know, it wouldn't kill you. A lot of people just don't go to the doctor, which is another crazy thing. But some people, I bet you they would go to the doctor after not wanting to and find that they got like shit living in their ear or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? I just thought it was normal.
I saw a lizard wriggling around in someone's ear once. It was terrible.
Okay, there was this one WTF post. I think you remember it.
Wait, is it the...
Shut up. Kimmy.
While you're doing that...
I'm losing a fight with the keyboard right now. What am I, my subscribers? I'm kidding, guys. I love you. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe to some other channel, because I am not the motherfucker asking people to do that. A bug in the ear. Is this what it is? Is this the one? Oh, jeez. What do you mean? What's scary, Stripes? Let's just check it out. Let's check it out. What's going on in his ear hole there? There's nothing in the and they let it go. That's what, dude, what creeps me out the most is that nobody grabbed it. They're just like, go to the other ear. Just take another look. Shut up. The mic is way too loud for all of that. I'd like to especially thank CJ, who has equipped my, he gave me a little line of code that I could enter the end of the console in, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Kyle.
What?
The snowman gave me.
Let me finish thanking the guy. You were so awful. What? What, you gave me some kind of snowman wallpaper?
Don't you like it?
Where'd you get it?
The snowman gave it to me.
It sounds so much funnier out of context. The idea that like Stripes is just the type of chick that wanders around outside, and then she comes home, and I'm like, "Where did you get that?" And she's like, "The snowman gave it to me." Stripes is 20 years old, guys. Oh my god. Like I was saying, sorry. Special thanks to CJ, who provided me with a line of code that allows me to see the numbers very clearly, as not to break the momentum of these streams. We have Stripes for that, you know, for momentum. Just, you know, fuck them train tracks right on up. Number 25, going to the bathroom while naked at home. It's one of the most freeing experiences. Well, who the hell isn't trying that? And why is it crazy? Why are you guys allowing society to dictate what's weird and crazy is what's really getting on my nerves? You want to do something and it's not going to hurt somebody, try it. Please let me put an asterisk by that not hurting anybody shit. To be honest, like I always do, I always say, hey, try not to hurt yourself at the same time. But it's your own body and you can hurt yourself if you want to, you know what I mean? You can cut yourself too if it happened to you. You hiccuping, Stripes, you alright?
Just once.
Just one hiccup. Let's see if another one's coming. Suspense isn't gonna like me. I grow impatient of waiting for your hiccups, child. Once again, you've disappointed me, the likes of which you will never be able to imagine. Don't be slamming my 3DS. Number 28, teriyaki sauce on pizza. Dry humping. Well, he got to put two things down. You don't do that.
Wait, is he dry humping the pizza or just dry humping in general?
Which one do you like better, Stripes? You like to imagine a man dry humping a pizza, you're getting wallpaper from a snowman.
Snowman.
Snowma'am. It's a woman snowman?
Yeah, she has got a little bob on her head.
Okay, that makes it okay. You know, everything's less creepy when it's a woman involved, right? Teriyaki sauce on pizza. I mean, I don't know about that. It sounds disgusting. Number 27. I'm wearing leggings, and it's the greatest thing in the world. I'm a man, baby.
Well, I guess it'd hug everything.
No, but I can't imagine that leggings would feel good with all my hair on my legs and on my ass. That's somebody's fetish, I know it. Somebody else says, I play football, and I can kind of get away with it by just calling them compression shorts or pants for when I'm lifting. Best thing ever.
Your legs aren't so hairy. It's almost like a peach fuzz.
What the fuck are you looking at my legs for? Stop. I'll end you, Stripes. These are my legs.
Do it.
You want me to kill you?
I do.
How?
Set me free.
Set you free? What? Yeah, just like literally go walk outside, Stripes, and that would be the end of Stripes for real. Anyway, guys, I play football. Yeah, I read that one. Yeah, I try to, but it's kind of hard to act nonchalant when I have love pink written on my ass. Another, comedic gem from a guy clearly wearing, to be honest, we living in the times where dudes are walking up and down the street with that kind of shit all over their ass anyway. Funny can't even be funny anymore because it's real. It's too real to be funny. The only thing that we can find comedy in now is like blatantly offensive shit that happened like 3 seconds ago. You know what I mean? Like somebody could crash into a car and and then like a body could just flop out of the windshield and somebody could go, well, it looks like this guy's having a bad day. That's kind of shit that's funny. The joke's not even good either. The comedy's more in that the guy was just like, hey man, this is my opportunity to tell a joke now. 26, licking butt. Okay. I was afraid at first. Now she and I include it in our foreplay, butt licking. Please just be butt licking and not like asshole licking. Should I microwave it first? Just remember, if you do that, the filling will be hotter than the surface of the sun. What do you mean, should you microwave it first? This is meta? So we've missed something. Or maybe it's in the same thread and we're approaching it. Up? Yeah. we're gonna go up and we're gonna find what the hell this should I microwave it first shit means, because somebody wrote 2 meta 5 fast. So we gonna figure out what's really going on. Somebody else said calm down Applebee's. What does that mean? Let's find out together, guys. Number 25, Dungeons and Dragons. I'll be dead before I ever try that fucking game. You got me fucked up. Okay? Not because it's nerdy or there's a stigma. It's just like, goddamn. You know how many people have having addressed me and gone, you'd make an incredible dungeon master. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, I've never played this game and you're saying that I should be like in charge of it in some capacity? Which makes it seem even worse. Like you could just make shit up as you go along. All right, you guys are in some kind of meadow. Except there's beehives pretty much just encircling the perimeter. The only way that you can go, you figure, is probably like up or down. But remember that the bees can fly. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that, but these bees are also what we call minor bees. But in this realm, the bees can dig as well. Proceed. Okay, wait. Please be reminded also that I have equipped the bees with gills. So if you try to establish some sort of water escape, this isn't funny to somebody who's literally just like trying to tune into this and listen to the list. It's pissing them off because like, God damn, I just want you to go into the list. And then the crazy thing is, I'm talking more and more and more to cut off Stripes, who will always get the last word in. Over to you, Stripes.
I just think it'd be funny if you were a dungeon master and you just progressively, each turn passing, make the world around you more like something else, like say it turns into Animal Crossing all of a sudden. Well, subtly, I should say.
Animal Crossing. Okay, guys. Now you have to decorate a house. What do you? Shut up, Stripes. Crack 24. Crack a raw egg into your ramen noodles for 3 minutes before eating. A raw egg?
Well, I guess it cooks in the noodles. A little bit.
Depending on how you cook your ramen noodles. Like me, I don't like my ramen extra cooked. The consistency of the noodles gets on my nerves. It needs to be a little undercooked, as I wouldn't say undercooked so much as like halfway between cooked and not cooked. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes look, if I make noodles and I boil the water and I throw the noodles in there and they stay in there too long, it's like very, slithery, or like, I don't know. The consistency slimy. Is wrong. It's slimy, yes. That's a good way to put it. I'll say it like this. Have you ever gone out and gotten the bullshit ramen? Just, like the straight up, the ramen. The top ramen, the bullshit ramen from like the grocery store. Like if you're, the lamest ramen, this ramen right here. This ramen right here. Now, let's talk about it. If you've ever had the beef or the chicken flavor ramen, it has a very specific consistency that you're used to. However, my nigga, if you've ever had the creamy chicken ramen, that tastes really weird and slimy compared to the other types. And you'll only know what the fuck I'm talking about if you've had it before. Now, look at it. You can almost see on it that it's just like, what the kind of slimy ass. And if you overcook typical ramen, it'll come out tasting like that. Whereas the creamy chicken is almost naturally like that. Now, I like it when it's basically like, okay, it's cooked. You know what I mean? Let's have it quickly. Don't let it sit for an extra amount of time in there. And it seems that with this dropping a raw egg shit in there, and I'm so sorry for getting myself so involved, on what should just be me reading a number on a list. But like, I can't recommend it, I guess.
Unless you're buying top tier ramen.
No, even then, regardless of like how amazing the ramen I would be making would be, if the consistency is too slimy or slithery, or I wouldn't call it rubbery, I'd just call it like...
Maybe we should just drop it.
Yeah. I for once, I cannot articulate what the fuck I mean when I'm talking about the consistency of these eggs, because it's one of the few things that I can translate perfectly if I were to literally like show you, but I can't describe it. So 23, let's be friends with benefits. This is a crazy thing that people want to try. I mean, it's going to ruin them friendships, babies. Yeah, I better hope that whatever you establish lasts and is mutual, because holy crap, some friends are friends for some specific reasons. Somebody else says, my job gives me health benefits. Does that count? What? Okay. Get it? Because friends with benefits like health benefits? I get it now. I thought too much about that. Wow.
Have you ever tried bacon drenched in maple syrup?
No, Stripes. I haven't tried putting syrup on my bacon.
I haven't either.
You know what? Who was I talking to that got like stew? I think I was talking to Aime one day. Oh, you know what? Aime really hates the idea of a breakfast sandwich like sausage and egg. You just hate eggs in general, but this chick hates the idea of like sausage and egg. And we were talking about McGriddle. You know how McGriddle is kind of like an infused with syrup type of sandwich on top of egg and sausage. She was coming at me with all this bullshit because apparently the egg is too much or something like that, and like how there's already so much going on. I was like, bitch, if I wanted to just eat a sausage, okay, I would do that. If I wanted to just eat an egg, I would do that. But when I want a sausage and egg sandwich, do you know what I'm saying? You don't get to judge and decide. So I guess I'm eating my own medicine here. I don't get to decide what other people like, whether it be licking butt, playing Dungeons and Dragons, putting teriyaki sauce on friggin' pizzas, wearing leggings.
So are you saying this list is just moot, you being here?
No. I'm still gonna give my who gives a damn opinion on half of this crap. But I don't reflect the typical member of society. So there's that. Number 22. The one for me this year was going for a single-bladed razor. Ooh. I used to have awful skin irritation from my electric razors, and never much liked the expensive prices of those cartridge stealth smooth X350 things at the big stores. I looked into solving the irritation, and a lot of the forums and places talked about using classic styles of safety razors. I browsed around R Wicked Edge, which is an actual subreddit, apparently.
Can we go
87,000 subscribers. I can only dream about those kinds of numbers. This is the type of shit they post. My mom surprised me with the coolest Christmas gift.
I thought it was a man dressed up like that for a second.
Stripes, ladies and gentlemen. Reddit's home for such folks for quite a while before deciding to give it a try. I bought a starter kit, gave it a try, and I don't look back after. My skin irritation is gone, and I pay roughly 0.20 cents a blade, each of which can last 2 or 3 shaves. Cool. I'd heartily recommend it to anyone. So there's that. Single blade razor. I would like it if the whole list were shit like this, where it's just like, little known stuff that you never thought would have a big impact on your life. Hey, you should try out a single blade razor. Yeah, it's not going to kill you to do something like that.
I shaved my arms this morning and I forgot how pale it is underneath.
Oh, you finally shaved your arms now that we have nowhere to go. Typical. You're so strange, Stripes. Number 21. A strange... It's because she has black hair on her arms, guys. And, as a thick Mexican girl, Stripes would be like some manner of Yeti coming in there going, where's the marmalade? What's your favorite candy?
My favorite candy?
Yeah.
Marzipan.
That's a really weird thing that I literally off the top of my head can't tell what the taste of it is. Like I can't summon in my brain to recall what marzipan may taste.
I think they're called something else. It's called Marzipan coins.
Wait, so there's a specific type of it that you like called marzipan coins? So I'm like, wait, well this is like something and something else.
All I know is they got rose wrapping, and we could probably find it at a grocery store. I'll show you later.
Rose wrapping. Rose wrapping? What do you mean by that?
I'll look for it. You do your list.
You're not gonna look for that right now, are you?
I am.
Oh my God, Stripes.
She got back to me.
What, your sister responded to you?
Under Facebook groups, you'll find something pee-pee. I'm sure you could even do commissions. I don't want that. She's no help. She's no help.
Tell her that it was for me, and that I was only looking for a thing that was only available today, but my town is new, so my town wouldn't have it. Sorry guys, we're trying to get a hold of Stripe's sister for some Animal Crossing shit, because I need something that's not available in my town yet. Forgive me.
Boots.
21. A strange psychological phenomenon. Our perception of taste is so hardwired to our senses of touch and sight that we can taste things without actually consuming them. Don't believe me? Tilt your head back and pretend you're shaking a salt shaker onto your exposed tongue. In just a few seconds, you will taste salt. You want to try that, Stripes?
Sorry, read it again.
Okay, here it comes. A strange psychological phenomenon. Our perception of taste is so hardwired to our senses of touch and sight that we can taste things without actually consuming them. Don't believe me? Tilt your head back and pretend you're shaking a salt shaker onto your exposed tongue, and in seconds you will taste it.
You don't think much of me, do you?
I guess not. I thought you were going to do it. Come on. Somebody said, all I taste is semen. Oh boy. Number 20. So close. For the love of God, do your presentation first, unless I'm in your class. You get it done and over with, and there is zero chance of you having to follow up a stellar presentation and looking bad. Well, I guess another wise word from what I'm imagining is a teacher or something, but the teacher has the username Butt Cheek Llama.
I found them.
Stripes just found something on my other computer.
I tried to get you to add them to the wish list once, but you wouldn't.
They just look like the most Hispanic fucking candy in the world.
They're amazing.
And I don't know what part of Mexico they come from, but I'd probably have the cops at my house suspecting that I ordered some manner of cocaine. Cocaine. Number 19. I never thought eating Doritos with sour cream was weird until my husband caught me and said it was disgusting. He loves me. He's great, but the Dorito sour cream combo, he just can't handle. What are you doing? I'm just eating Doritos with sour cream. I'm sorry. I wanted something to dip in, but there's no...
I'm so mad we couldn't find sour cream.
You really did want that sour cream, but I'm really tired of you figuring out what the hell you want when we get into the damn aisle, the line when we're getting on.
What are you talking about? I already made up my mind. I wanted sour cream. We were in the chip aisle. That was the first aisle we were in.
Dude, we were leaving. I remember us leaving, right? And you were going, man, I want some sour cream. And it was then that I was looking for the shampoo for you. And when we turned into the aisle, you were like, oh, we should get an apple pie. You don't remember?
I do.
Okay. We should all this shit. Like, Be one thing if it was like impulse buy items where you're just like looking at shit at the checkout and going, oh, we should get this, we should get that. But you were just like, it was like all of the shopping things that we should have gotten came to you as we were in the checkout. It was nuts. So guys, forgive me for this list. Sarah Bishop and other people who I know listen at work are going to be pissed off. Did you hear that? Yeah, but they're going to hear it too because the mic is really good.
Yeah.
This is bad. I'm so sorry. Number 18. How about we go professional, right? Professional. How about we go professional? Transform into. From here to the end of the list. Number 18. Put a donut in the microwave for 15 seconds and it'll get much better. Don't tell me to microwave my donuts, but he's right, I guess. You know what I mean? Just because you assholes like a little bit of melted, like warm, like soft. Me. Here comes the Stripe story.
I like.
Hey, if you want to get a chick like Stripes to tell you a story, just talk about any kind of sweets. Let's hear it, Stripes.
I like to make cookie cake in the microwave by just stacking some Chips Ahoy's and pouring milk on it, and then zapping them for a while.
And then zapping them for a while.
They melt together and it tastes great.
You gotta zap them for a while.
You actually sound like that. God. You're like a One Piece character.
No, I'm not. Shut up.
You need something to drink?
No, I'm not. Oh, the hag is coming out of me.
We tried to get one entry into the professional. Look, I'm going back. Number 18. Put a microwave in the donut for a while, and you put the lime in the coconut and twist them all. Fuck me, man. The response to that one reads, one time, I got to work and was supervising. Let's try that again. And was super starving, and I found a stale donut from the night before in the break room. I put it in the microwave thinking this might make it less stale and gross, but I microwaved it for too long. It caught on fire. Why did someone gild that?
I didn't know anything could catch on fire in the microwave that wasn't like.
Apparently a stale donut from the day before can. You know, I feel like this is like a reference that I'm missing. This was upvoted more than the initial one.
It must be.
Was it upvoted just because it was just like an innocent
No, I think it's a reference to something. It must be.
Donut fire
Of 1987.
Look, man, can you imagine if donut fire was actually a sexual move? One of these days, I need to catch myself before I just go Googling some bullshit, you know?
What was that thing about GameStop you wanted to talk about? Is this the time?
No, this is a list. We'll do it on a stream, Stripes. Remind me later. Stripes is hitting me with stuff that I tell her to remind me of while we're, recording. So that whatever gems come out of me delivering the anecdote are forever immortalized on fucking tape for the people who are interested in my life after I'm dead. Pepperoni pizza, says number 17. No, it doesn't. With ranch dressing. Ugh, God, it's people putting shit on pizza.
I know tons of people that eat that.
I know, but dude, like, ranch is a dipping sauce, okay? Yeah. So in my brain, there's something very separate from taking an item and dipping it. Professionalist? What the fuck is that? You want me to spell that for you? I can spell that right now, Stripes. Professionalist. Let's search instead for professionalist. I'm not gonna let you let me laugh, man. I'm a very serious guy. This is really pissing me off. Pepperoni, look, like I'm trying to say, pepperoni pizza with ranch dressing. Well, I guess they didn't distinguish that they were, in my brain, when they say it like that, they're like smearing the ranch dressing on top, or like, the same way you'd put the marinara sauce on top. But in my brain, like, ranch is fine as a dipping sauce. Obviously, people use it with chicken and breadsticks and shit like this. But I think there's something very wrong with the idea of smearing that on top of you would take butter to toast. I feel it's wrong, even though I guess as a dip, it's fine.
The way my sister does it is she puts dollops on them, like 2 to 3. Just tiny little dollops.
What a weird female. So does she have a nice butt?
I haven't noticed.
What do you mean you haven't noticed whether or not your sister has a nice butt?
Sorry, I'm not checking out my sister's ass enough for you.
Listen, losers in the who don't check out their sister's butts, okay? Listening to me right now. I think you girls do check out your sister's butts, okay? So if you have a sister, okay, I want you to tell me who has the better butt. And that's how I know that the girls check out their sisters. Here's why. Because in a girl's mind, regardless of whether or not you're related to the other female or not, you have to know who's better. Like, in your mind, you have to establish that, like, Stripes is off the reservation because she's nuts and she doesn't conform to, like, what being a normal human is all about, because she was, like, trapped in a room for so long that nothing absorbed properly. But guys, I know typical women demand in their brain to know who's better. So even if you have a sister, you can tell me right now who has the better butt. So all girls listening right now, I want to see comments after this video telling me who has the better butt, you or your sister. And if you don't respond, I'll just assume your sister has the better butt. You know what I'm talking about? So are you going to lose to your sister?
What if they don't have sisters?
Well, then they can just leave a comment and I'll respond to them because I love them.
What if they're trying to compare their asses to their brothers instead?
Can you imagine if one of them has like a gay brother that would love to be considered a sister, and like his butt's actually better than hers because all he does is go to the gym to flash that butt for all the man while he jiggles on down the lane. How did we get here from ranch dressing on a pizza?
I wish I knew.
You know, professional list from here on out. Number 16, dressing up as a dinosaur when going snowboarding. You're gonna look fucking awesome.
Is there a gift of that or something?
I remember this one T-Rex that was doing everything.
In a tutu.
Whoop, we're gonna get copyright struck. I forgot.
Yeah, don't you dare show those monkeys.
Hey, look, it's
drinking
that Liz
alcohol.
chick. She's writing a... Wait, Liz is just responding on every fucking video that I am making right now.
Maybe she's catching up.
Yeah, but Liz is the one who was all like, "Hey, Kyle, you need bells and in Animal Crossing?" Oh my god. Guys, we're recording a list. Yes, just take our word for it. There's that. Oh, they had a gif of it. No, this guy's dressed up like, what's his name? Hobbs from Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom then if you're going. That's the least amount of noise I've ever heard Stripes make walking past me. So, there's that, guys. Okay, she just... Okay. She just kicked, like, a box on the way out, and then it sounded like she's, like, sneezed or something. I don't know, man. 15. Salt on pineapple and on watermelon. Well, I can see how those things are good. There's nothing wrong with that. Is it the black guy in me coming out going, "Ain't nothing wrong with watermelon. Ain't nothing wrong with watermelon. I'm trying to tell you now." That's not funny. Guys, look. I'll do like a bonus list at the end of this because I really fucked this up and I apologize. Salt on pineapple and watermelon. Let's just fucking continue here. Number 14, a bidet. For those who don't know what a bidet is, I'm talking primarily to like my 13-year-old subscribers. A bidet is one of those toilet things that like shoots blasts of water up your ass. You know what I'm talking about? So there's a toilet and then there's a bidet. The bidet is almost like meant to clean your ass without toilet paper by just shooting the water up there and washing that asshole. What the fuck is this? Look, Kyle, do not scroll further down. You're trying to upload this to YouTube with other stupid ass rules. So a bidet, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody else said a bidet to you too. Haha. Number 13. A bower. What? A half bath, half shower. And you're calling it a bower.
What did I miss?
Did you wash your hands?
Yes, I did.
You could just be dunking your hands in water that you filled in the sink so that every time you leave the bathroom and I go
thought
to...
you were ready to go with the toilet.
Dunking your hands in the toilet. Yeah, wash my hands. Look, they're wet. Ha 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 ha. Let's touch. Touch my toilet water hands. Fuck you! Don't fucking touch. Oh my god. Oh, it's just regular water. I already forgot. Anyway, look. Half bath, half shower. They're especially great for hangovers. You can... This is so stupid. This is so stupid. I'm not laughing at you. Some guy is like saying that you should try a half bath. What's going... This is... Look, man, this is stupid, right? Like, guys, listening, guys, this is stupid, right? A half bath, half shower. They're especially great for hangovers. You can sit and lay down with your feet towards the shower and let the warm yet liquid cascade down upon you. Crack the shower curtain for the slight cool and... Is this your idea? Somebody says I'm more of a shath guy. That's the other combination of the word. That's where you take a shit in the mouth. Jesus Christ. Does it have to be in your bath? Or can it be in someone else's? Man, Reddit. Calm down, guys. I am number 12 here. Something my mom used to make for me called swam. No, it just says swamp water. My brain almost wanted to pronounce it differently because swamp water does not sound good. Oh boy, let's try it. Number 12. Something my mom used to make for me called swamp water. Half A&W root beer and half sun-kissed orange soda. So awesome. Yes, you can use other brands, but I find these get the best results. So A&W root beer and sun-kissed, huh? That sounds like something worth trying. You okay?
What's sun-kissed?
You know what sun-kissed is.
What is it?
It's just an orange soda. I love that everybody is like talking about the extension right now. Guys, sorry to break the, what's going on, but the CJ guy, he posted the code like I made clear to you, with what I can put into the thing to get those numbers, and it works fantastically. There I am upvoting my own post. That's what I do. So then he gave me instructions on how to do it. Some other guy came in and was like giving me a GitHub, like a depository, on how to, like, I don't know, add it as an extension so I wouldn't have to keep putting it into Chrome. Whoa, this guy stole the code. Oh, you have to use $5 to upload extensions to Chrome. Oh, it's the same thing, and he just put it into the monkey. So I'll have to do this later. This is all very kind of these two people to make it so that, in the future, we'll always be able to know what number we are, and I don't have to do the number 15, number 14, unless that was therapeutic to somebody, so they're all mad that it's taken out.
You're still saying the numbers, though.
I'm saying the numbers, I'm just not counting down because I forgot where I was, and then inevitably giving up once we reach the top area because I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not scrolling all the way back down. I'm saying, I'm considering the hypothetical scenario in which a person may have liked me counting down because it was therapeutic to them, and now they're being robbed of that because we have this handy dandy little code that will allow me to see.
Why don't you just make a whole video of you counting from 20 to 1?
Has that been done before? I'm sorry. Shut up, Stripes. I hate it when she looks at me like when I get really excited about something. The reason that I was like, has it been done before, is because that's the fucking key. You people don't get it. You don't get that when you're the first to do something, it doesn't matter whether it's good or not. You were the first to do it, though. Do you get what I'm saying? So if I make a video just of counting down, has someone done that? It must have been done. We can't think of something. We can't think of something that hasn't been done, Stripes. Counting down from 100. God damn it. God damn it. What the fuck? Did you hear the music?
I did.
Alright, yo, I don't know what's going on. Look. We need to keep on going. 11 is waffles with peanut butter and maple syrup. I guess you assholes are putting peanut butter on everything. Peanut butter gonna have to be the new with rice for Reddit. You know what I'm talking about? Number 10, put honey on your fried chicken instead of on biscuits. Okay. Somebody says, I dip my McNuggets in honey. I'm into nuggets, y'all. I'm into nuggets, y'all. Dip it in that barbecue sauce. McNuggets, what? I dip my McNuggets in honey. That's the only way I can eat them. Has been for 15 years, says some other person. You guys should get married. Now kiss. Somebody says, I hate when you ask for honey and they give you honey mustard. You can ask for honey at McDonald's?
Well, yeah. I would think it'd be the alternative to maple syrup.
Somebody says this happened to me once, and the next time I asked for pure honey and got what I wanted. You should try that. I'll have to try that. I prefer to eat my nuggets with honey, but it's always a battle getting them to serve it that way. Not honey mustard, honey, just honey. Honey mustard? No regular honey, just honey, plain honey. With mustard? You want the mustardy, honey? I got that shit for you right now. Don't call me honey. Alright, number 9. Sensory deprivation tanks. I would fucking freak out in one of those, and you guys do not want to hear about it.
Wait, you've been in one?
Ooh, there was a deleted one here.
About what?
I don't know. But the response says, any noticeable effects in your son's behavior?
Cool.
Or is it just so that he can turn off the noise? So what we have to assume based on the context is that somebody put their son in it, and that perhaps the son had some kind of condition, if not schizophrenia or maybe even autism or something like that. Somebody responds, for about a week he was so much calmer, he seemed centered. I don't know how else to describe it. We are making this a regular thing for him. He deleted this post. And here's the thing. We can assume that this is the person who made that post. Give me a motherfucking second. Let me see if process tour. Give me a second here, guys. I'm so sorry for kicking the mic so hard. It should not be. The legs of the mic stand should not be positioned so close to where I typically have my feet. Moving around a lot in here. It's loading up the deleted comments. Just give me 1 second to see what's going on. Damn, son, you taking this long to load deleted comments? Come on now. Come on and give me the internet juice. This video is brought to you in part by Kyle. You know I'm sponsored by Kyle. Proud sponsor of Kyle. You know, if you want that gahoobledy-frubledy in your Jehiggle Bruce. Look, we don't have time for this, so we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. And then look for a comment by someone named Process Tour. Because I have reason to believe it's going to work for him. So number 8. I haven't done this in a while, but when I was driving somewhere with a friend or two in the car, I'd tell them to scream as loud as they could. Like just really scream, separately and then together. It sounds super weird, but it feels kinda cool. There is really no place or time where this is something you can just do full force, especially living in the city, because you don't want to alarm others or have the cops called. Driving in a car, though, no one else will hear it. I've done it alone too, not in quite a while though. Nigga, you could tear some shit up. If you possess the kind of dynamic vocal range and power that I do, I could do damage to myself screaming full force. And not just like, oh, I've lost my voice, but like I can fuck some shit up in there. Because that's a muscle. And in the same way that you can fuck your own muscles up. Oh boy. Somebody said, I used to do this in long elevator rides. Now I live in a walk-up and have to wait until I'm on the freeway overpass for my primal screaming.
I lost my voice singing in the shower once.
How loud do you sing in the shower, Stripes?
Not that loud.
How can you lose your voice singing if you're not singing that loud then? Man, I still remember you telling me how you were singing in the shower at like your relative's house.
That was the time.
What?
That was the time that I lost my voice singing.
You lost your voice just now at your relative's house?
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. To me, I imagine that when you visit your relatives, you would be like reserved and, you know, just quiet, maybe trying to get them to consider you some kind of like, I don't know, you know, try hard, I don't know, upstanding monkey balls. But then I just imagine you getting in the shower and just be like, oh, I'm singing in the shower. Yes, I'm singing in the shower. What a glorious feeling. And they're just like, what the fuck? I could imagine them just going, you know, but you don't care. And that's kind of cool too. Number 7, getting naked in the shower with your significant other and rubbing butts. I have no comment about that. Is still loading the deleted comments. What the Pringle wash?
Maybe it was just flushed.
What?
Maybe it was just flushed entirely.
My asshole. We gonna figure some shit out right now, Stripes. We'll come back to it. But the fact that it's taking this long, very confusing indeed. Number 6, I microwave cookies. I microwave croissants. I microwave sandwiches. And I know what I want. I microwave cake and it's amazing, you bitch. I'll shove it in my taint when I have a particular itch. Did you enjoy that, poem?
How much of that was yours?
Enough of it. Somebody says, calm down, Applebee's. This is where it's from. Remember earlier somebody was like, but did you microwave it first? And some guy's like, calm down, Applebee's. Is Applebee's food really that good? Where it just tastes like some bullshit they threw in the microwave for a couple seconds?
I'm gonna buy all of these for you just for the novelty of it.
I am so sorry for hitting the mic that hard. And it's probably been like a lot of times because it's so close to my foot. You can't move it without making noise either, and we're so close to the end where I might as well just power through. Guys, this has been just like a loud and noisy and weird list, and I apologize. But I just wanted to make it because I saw, somebody was all like, oh, listen to these at work, and it really makes me happy. I just listen to it at work. And I was like, man, I should make another one, and then they'll listen to that at work. I'm hearing some weird noises. Dude, I hope I didn't fuck this mic up. Holy shit. Oh boy.
Wait, the mic is making noise?
I'm hearing like feedback that I wasn't hearing earlier. And that makes me a little disturbed. I think we're fine though. Shut up and continue the list, try hard. Number 5. I have this contraption that flips you upside down and holds you by your ankles like some sort of masochist slaughter cow. But it pops your back and decompresses your spine, leaving you feeling like you just experienced a tantric orgasm. Inversion chairs, guys. Get one. Yesterday.
I want to try it.
You want to try it? Very interesting. That's... Fuck me. That is, that's pretty high up on this list. It's number 5. Somebody said I ordered mine from a 3 a.m. infomercial with the 100% intention of returning it after the 15-day trial. They never billed my credit card, and 9 years later, that teeter hang-ups is still the bomb. Really? What is the older guy with the white hair and with magical white posture inverted sit-ups? He almost got me too. Okay, you guys. Okay. Number 4, if you feel a migraine coming on, chug a few glasses of ice water and give yourself the worst brain freeze you've ever had. It may stop the migraine. Is it worth it? My aunt gave me that tip for 5 years, about 5 years ago, and I have had after I had a terrible migraine, it put me in the hospital. That sucks. The very next migraine I got, as soon as I started to see the aura, I drank a bunch of ice water and gave myself the brain freeze a good 3 times. It worked. The aura fizzled out and the headache never came. Since then, I use that trick every time, and I'll be damned, it works every time. What the fuck? Somebody said might just be the water rehydrating you. Mine are mostly triggered by dehydration or too much salt consumption, and water is exactly what helps it if I get in before it goes full swing. Alright guys, look, I don't get migraines. I hope it never comes to that either. Number 3, nosed plugged, sinuses filled solid, 12 drops of Tabasco sauce into 16 ounces of warm water, stir drink, it's like swallowing heat, and a few minutes later your tubes will be clear. 12 drops of Tabasco and a glass of water, ladies and gentlemen.
That sounds great for you because you wake up so congested sometimes.
It's because I'm catching all of that sickness that's trying to get into my body during the night times, during the tingly times. A response reads, so it actually kind of worked. I think I didn't put quite enough Tabasco in, but I definitely thought I was going to regret taking the advice from Reddit, and I didn't. So it was a definite success. Mickey says, well, good. You should, of course, adjust the idea to what works for you. Good for him. Number 2, try eating a kiwi fruit like an apple. Just bite into it. Ignore the fuzzy stuff. You won't recognize it. I always eat it like this. Not trolling. People thanking each other for the gold.
There's people that eat onions whole and just call them spicy apples.
Somebody says, instructions unclear. Arrested for eating endangered bird. Because a kiwi's a bird. Okay. Stripes, you get it. Okay, so it's just continuing. Arrested for eating a fruit weirdly. Maybe you're just black, says somebody in response to them being arrested. So of course, Poem for Your Sprog rolls in, which is he was playing a dangerous game making this comment, man. And here's why: you can't really get too far with a racist comment unless everybody goes, you know what, that was a good one. You know what I mean? And Poem for Your Sprog comes in. He's all like, see that man? They whispered faintly. How he eats his kiwis quaintly. Watch him mouthing, watch him munching. Watch him chomping, clamping, crunching. See him feeding, see him forking. Gulping, pulping, piggy sporking. Down the hatch and surging, swirling. Round the tongue and writhing, whirling. How I hate to spy him dining. Eye him crudely, kiwi mining. Thinks he's cunning, thinks he's clever. Shall we lock him up forever? He's a black man. He's a black man. That's enough. God, Kyle, come on. You're at number 1. You guys want a Reddit collection of this guy, don't you? Poem for Your Sprog. 2 million karma.
It's too novelty for me, personally.
Okay, too novelty for Stripes. Doesn't want a Reddit collection of the guy. Take more risks just for the hell of it. This is number 1. What? What's wrong with more risk? Stripes says, I've already lost Stripes to fur affinity. She's looking all over the stupid owl Pokemon. You know what Pokemon I found earlier, guys, and I couldn't believe it? It's called Lopunny. And this thing is essentially just made to fucking appeal to furries. This is a real Pokemon I'm going to show you right now that I didn't know existed. And look how hippie they made it. Look how thick the hips are. They made it. This is just to appeal to furries. This is naturally fan art, as you might imagine. But the real Lopunny looks like this, and she got like her fingers up in her little floof crap right there, with big ass hips and crap. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. You already know I can't go too deep into anything before we start getting that Rule 30 fizzle. Even this doesn't look right.
I don't know what's going on at all.
You don't want to know what's going on. None of us do. T-Rex riding no goddamn snowboard. Oh,
How do you
man.
know you'll get struck, though, if you just play this? How do you know you'll get struck if you play this?
Because YouTube has like a visual software robots to recognize things. You didn't know that? Yeah, like I could play a video from a TV show with it on mute, and it even with a partial portion of it would be able to recognize it. The only way that you can get around that kind of stuff is if you either warp the image. Sometimes you can mirror it. Yeah, you can clip it, shit like this. Kyle, why don't you get through the last one to shut the list off, since I feel like I need to just whatever, man. Shut up and do it. Number 1, take more risks just for the hell of it. I don't mean bungee jumping or robbing a liquor store. I mean talking to people you don't know, or calling customer service to ask for a refund on a disappointing product, approaching someone you think is cute to start a conversation, or take a class in something you love but don't know a lot about. In all these situations, there's the chance that you will be shut down or even publicly embarrassed, but you will get used to small disappointments, and it will embolden you to take bigger risks in the future. Plus, you will be surprised how often things actually work out for the better. Going into the situation thinking you're doing just for the experiences takes a lot of pressure off too, and it helps get positive results. So let's see if there's any responses here worth my asshole. Poem for your sprog is just on a roll out here, so let's see what leads up to it. Somebody else responds. I think this is the best one in the thread. Good for you. I wish I could do this more often. Overthinking is my downfall. Someone else responds. That's why you should just stop thinking. It might sound weird, but just trust me. A poem for your sprog flies in. I think I used to think, but now I think no more. The thoughts I always thought I think before. And now I think I thought, infrequently, and so, the rarer thoughts I think are lesser thought, you know? So shed the thoughts you think, and when your thoughts have shrunk, you'll see the thoughts you thought, and better thought unthunk.
I don't think this is good advice.
Why?
I've gone through life not thinking my actions through, and it's been really hell.
You've gone on one side of the spectrum. Can you not differentiate how some of the things and decisions that you've made have in many ways lacked, I want to say...
foresight?
Yes. And this isn't saying turn your brain off to those things completely. It's saying stop allowing yourself to be defeated before a task even occurs. Do you get what I'm saying? They're telling you not to think so much, not to think at all. And in some of the things that I think you're trying to bring into the spotlight here, the fault was with you for pretty much not considering some things. Am I wrong?
No.
Well, there you go. Thank you, everybody, for joining me and Stripes for another sexy rendition of, sometimes I don't even know what links I can click because who knows what they've... Look at this X-Hamster link.
Do it.
Okay. Do it, yeah. Oh, man, it's not loading those deleted comments. They got us good.
I'm so sad you don't have boots yet. Like, the shoe store opens tomorrow.
Yeah, well, who cares anymore? Oh, I said I was going to do a bonus one, but, like, what is there even, you know? What's a big one here? Dungeon and Dragon stories. If Reddit had its own YouTube rewind, what would be the, Ooh, somebody made a comment about being surprised that Harper Lee was alive, and minutes later the death was announced. The same 20 posts 50 times, that's a good one. Harambe, Trump, Clinton, Bernie, Harambe, Spezgate, Trump, Harambe. Harambe. Yeah, there's nothing here to... Come on now. Oh, guys. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm probably gonna figure out exercise. And then we'll, what's going on here? Oh, it's Domino's with... Jesus, turn that down, Jesus. What the hell is going on here? It's just Domino's, but what's the big finish? What's the big finish here?
I think the only joke here is that it's bricks.
Shut up. It's got to be a big finish. Oh, shit.
They paved.
Well, how did they get it to do it like that?
I don't know.
The explanation must be in there. From some fuckboy who's all about this shit. And you see, the way that the centrifugal force would shift the illustration of what's happening. Okay. Shut up. No, you shut. Who's making the noise? This one's making the noise. Okay. Here's the illustration. As one knocks one down, and then the last one comes down. Oh, when the last one comes down, it kind of like moves itself off the ledge. Okay. You see it, right? Yeah. Okay, and it makes them all just shift down into, this is really insane. And somebody said, I love you. And then somebody says, get off my leg.
I'm wondering if setting this up for like the visual splendor takes more time than actually doing it by hand, you know?
Well, naturally, it would take longer than probably just doing it by hand. Because I would like to think they need to be perfectly positioned. Somebody said, oh, I thought the truck would explode. You want to know what I thought would happen?
What?
When we reach around here in the video, and it's clear that they're not going any... Like, I expected the guy to follow it on the way down, but it was clear he wasn't following it as it went further down. And what I expected was basically just for like a dude to bark out, and he'd be like, "Ow, god damn it!" Like there was one hanging off, and then he would just pop up and be like, "You pieces of shit," or something like that. That would be what I wanted, for him to be all the way down there.
I'm
and
disappointed.
And they're
messed
all
up.
so far away that like he couldn't get a head start at him or something. But I guess I'm a different guy. How do I always end up like sleepy by the end of these? Who else is making hour-long videos like almost on a daily basis? Guys, I am so sorry today, but only for kicking the mic so often. I really shouldn't have, it's because we're walking in and out of the room so often, whereas usually I'm just like in this room forever. In the room forever. Was that a commission, Stripes?
Which one?
The bunny one.
Yeah, someone paid me.
Need to draw like a sexy lady.
I draw a sexy lady.
Like ladies, not furries.
No, I got one in this computer. Wait, maybe.
Alright, so guys, I don't know. Maybe I'll stream later. Maybe I'll try to record another video later. You guys take it easy. And, I'm gonna go give Stripes her baba. Gotta warm that milk up. Put it in the microwave. Calm down, Applebee's. Hilarious.